What's going on, YouTube? J Forbes Fitness here, and this is my first YouTube video. Listen, I have some previous YouTube videos before, but this is going to be my first, actually, I guess educating, and it's going to be the first channel or the first video rather, that I bring out that I've been wanting to bring out. So I think I have like maybe three videos on my channel at the moment, but those were kind of just trial. I was in the gym just kind of doing whatever. But here we are, and this is the real authentic, I guess you can say, educational videos that I'm gonna be pushing out to you guys. Now this is probably, man, maybe like, I wanna say 5 years in the making. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but always hesitated. I didn't really want to do it, didn't think I knew enough, and so on and so forth. But you know what? I just said, you know what? 2022 is here, and it's time to take charge. So that's exactly what I did. And you know what? I appreciate you guys. For whoever's tuning in, I appreciate you guys coming on this journey with me, because I promise you that it's going to be some really good material that I'm going to be shooting at you. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and roll my intro, and then I'll get right back to it. Welcome back, guys. J Forbes Fitness once again. So what my channel is going to have, basically, I'm going to try to put out some educational videos, right? So I'm going to put out also, things that I do. So I'm pretty much more of a powerlifting kind of guy. I love to powerlifting. I love to powerlift. I love the performance aspect of it. I do a little bit of kind of bodybuilding, not so much. I kind of just do the assistant work for the bodybuilding, but I'm mostly a powerlifting kind of guy. But I will be outlining, some of those aspects of my program, some of the strength coaches that I love. I'm also going to go over, different tips and tricks as well, right? So I'm going to go over some nutrition stuff. I'm going to go over, some how-tos, I guess you can say. So, how to, maybe get bigger, how to maybe get smaller, for fat loss, and so on and so forth. So listen, I am aware that I am probably late to the game, and there are tons of other coaches out there. But you know what? This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and this is gonna be from me, basically, right? So take it as you may. I love this stuff, and I'm gonna be pumping out material that is passionate to me. So I'm gonna be basically showing you guys the big three. And what the big three is squat, bench press, and deadlift. I'm going to be showing you guys, bench press variations, squat variations, just a whole bunch of stuff, right? But today, what I plan to show you guys, other than it being my introduction to this YouTube world, is basically my dynamic warm-up. So I figured, why not start from the bottom up? So I'm going to outline what my dynamic warm-up is, and I suggest that you guys, maybe jot this down, maybe use it for your workouts as well, because it's very effective. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically show you picture in picture what I basically do on a daily basis when I am in the gym, and what gets my heart rate up and gets my blood flow going, and gets me an effective workout, right? So without further ado, I'm going to hit you up with that picture in picture. So the first movement that you're seeing on your screen right now is basically leg kicks. All right, so how I'm gonna present this is I'm gonna have a front view and then a profile view. So what I'm doing is leg kicks, which warms up the hamstrings. It warms up, to a certain degree, the quads, and it warms up the lower back, right? Because you have that stretch of the leg coming up. So this guy, it is a good little basic 1-2 punch to get us ready for, the next movements that's gonna come in through with the dynamic warm up. Next, what I'm doing here is I'm doing toe touches. So I guess you can say basically double dipping, targeting the same muscles of the first warm-up exercise. But again, what we're doing, we just want to go ahead and just lubricate the muscles to get them ready, get the blood flow going through the muscles that we want to work, the quads, the lower back, the hamstrings, basically all the posterior chain, everything below the body. Basically what posterior chain means, glutes, hamstrings, lower back, and so on and so forth. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is a knee tuck, right? So now we're going a bit into the hip flexor. So we're getting that ready and grooved up, I guess you can say, because I do have squats on deck for this day. And what we're going to do is by lifting up the knee, we're really honing into that capsule of the hip so that we can really get that hip joint lubricated. So now what we're doing is we're doing a hip tuck, but now with an external rotation. So again, working the same muscles so that I can go ahead and kind of mimic what I'm going to be doing when I'm going to squat, right? So my legs are obviously going to be spread when I squat, and then when I get down into the hole, I want to make sure that those muscles, my adductors, are ready and they're warm, and that I don't have any type of pull or anything of that nature. Right. Next on deck, we have basically a lunge with a twist. So now, again, we're still incorporating some lower body warm-up movements, but now we have a little bit of upper body that's coming into the mix, right? So now the erectors are kind of coming into play. Erectors are erector spinae, lower back. That's coming into play. A little bit of the lats because you have that twist. And then obviously with the lower body, we've got the quads getting activated. To a certain degree, we have the ankle getting activated as well. And then we have a little bit of the glute, because as you come down to that lunge, that glute's going to contract, right? And really getting that lower body activated. All right, and next we're going solely into the upper body. So the upper body here, back slops. All right, so as simple as it sounds, as simple as it is, you're just slapping your back. So you're just kind of getting the shoulder capsule warmed up. We're going up and down basically, we're just really swinging the arms, right? So it's very basic. We're just swinging the arms just so we can shake up and get the shoulders ready and activated for the next movement on deck. So obviously this is going to be beneficial for your bench press and your overhead press and any upper body movements that you're going to perform on that day, right? So next on deck here, we have shoulder circles forward and backwards. Again, lubricating that shoulder girdle so that we can go ahead and prevent injury when we're going to have weight that's going to be, that we're going to be manipulating, that's going to require the shoulder to extend. So i.e. bench press and overhead press, which is basically what I had on deck on this particular day, right? So again, we're just warming it up, taking it easy. Still a dynamic warm-up, but we're still kind of going through the motions, right? So now in this movement here, now we're gonna really ramp it up and get that dynamic motion going. So now we have butt kicks. So basically heel to butt. So now you're really ramping up that core, your core heart rate and just really trying to amp up everything. So you're just doing, like I said, heel to butt, and now you're just increasing your heart rate and getting the body warm. All right, next we do foot fire, but it's called high knees, but my football coach used to call it foot fire. So basically just getting the knees as high as possible, pop, 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 pop. And then this is definitely working the ankle, and of course getting the knee as high as possible. Of course, the hip girdle as well. And then last but not least, we're going with a squat jump. So notice how I'm swinging my arms back and then I'm coming forward as I'm jumping. So what that's doing is I'm using my body basically, or using my arm, to really propel my body up, right? So I'm kind of using that momentum to come back and then swing myself up. Now, I've seen a lot of, people doing it the opposite way. So basically arms are coming up and then they jump. Nothing's wrong with that. It's just that you're not using the momentum that you would if you're trying to do an explosive movement and really activate the body for warm-up purposes. But if you do it the opposite way, obviously it's not going to be for explosion. It's probably just going to be going through the motions and whatnot, right? So basically that concludes the dynamic warm-up, guys. And this is something that I do virtually every single time that I step into the gym. It takes me about 5 minutes, right? So if you notice, when you guys saw the front view, I was in a sweater, right? And then the second one, I took my sweater off. So basically what I did is I did this for 2 sets. And when I was in the sweater, obviously I was kind of activating the body, priming it so that I can get it warm. And upon my second set, I guess you can say I was on a medium range of getting warm. And then as I did it progressively, I was good to go and I was ready. And I was ready to go under the bar. All right, so basically that's what I have for y'all today. I am definitely going to be coming, back with different videos, like I mentioned at the beginning. So I'm going to be showing you guys a squat, all right, how to outline and do squats effectively, all types of squats, right? So box squats, goblet squats, high bar, low bar, just a whole bunch of stuff that I have, kind of brewing here that I kind of have cooked up. Deadlifts, which is my favorite lift. I'm going to be outlining that. Bench press. So anyways, I just got a whole bunch of things. I'm not going to list them all for you guys here. I don't want to bore you or anything, right? But listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And, thank you for coming with me, on this journey of being my first video. I hope you guys stick around and see, what fire I'm going to be cooking up in the kitchen, because I do have a lot, up here. And, I cannot wait to share with you guys because, like I said, I love this stuff. And I live, eat, and practically breathe this stuff. And, that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you for tuning in. If you did like what you saw, guys, please like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions about any of the movements, feel free to comment. I mean, I'll get to your comments as soon as I can, and I'll definitely answer and outline, any questions that you may have. So again, guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming through with me again on this first video. I'm excited. I can't wait to crush this thing, and I can't wait to give you guys more material so that you guys can go ahead and apply, use, and get the results. All right. So something that I love, a mantra, if you may, that I abide by, I guess, that I live with, is fitness is not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Let's work hard, baby. All right. Have a good one.